Hello, this is Dylan Scott. I'm going to be doing my Chapter 8 Hot Topic video. Hope you all had a good week. This week I'm going to be doing a video my video on an issue that happened in Chicago. This happened back in late 2016. So what happened is that the mayor and 3 councilmen of the city of Chicago were wanting to relax the standards for the police department, hiring standards. However, the union president for the police department stood up and said he was very troubled about this. So on one side, the mayor and the 3 councilmen stated that if they lowered the standards to become a police officer, they could then get more minorities into the police department for police officers. And then on the police union, or the union president was stating that if anything, they should be trying to higher the standards, make them more difficult to become a police officer. So it's pretty weird, pretty interesting. 2 totally different, opposite views on this issue. So I don't know if lowering standards would be the best way to get more minorities involved or into the police department. Police, fire, and military, we should be held to an extremely high standard, and that we should always try to see who's truly the best candidate out there for a position. We don't want to lower our standard just to allow in hopes that more minorities would be able to get that job. I don't even know how that correlates. That if you lower test scoring or test scores and stuff like that, how that will allow for more minorities to become police officers. I'm not seeing the correlation with that at all, to be honest. But I did like both sides. We're saying at least they're making an effort, I guess. The city is trying to get more minorities involved. But on the union's president's side, I like his statement as well. If anything, we should be trying to higher the standards. For my fire department, I see this issue quite a bit in a weird way. The quality of some of the next generation of firefighters is questionable, at least what I've seen. So we have Explorer programs, junior programs, and then we also have a high school internship program and a college scholarship internship program. In the last few years, it has been interesting to say the least. We have our standards to who we allow in mostly our college internship program has been kind of sad, I believe. I don't know if they're just trying to fill a spot or if what. I always hear, we had an applicant, we had an opening. Well, just because you have someone that turned an application and we have an opening doesn't mean you should hire them on. Our internship program is funded by local businesses and as well of ourselves as our department, part of our budget. So if we're going to have a college intern pay for someone to go to school, we need to have the best applicant. I was a college intern. I'm not saying I'm the best applicant out there, but at that time I guess I was. But it is a really good program, so we need to make sure that we have good candidates, good kids in the program. And what I mean by is some of these kids that come in, of course you can't assume, but within the first 2-3 months, that this isn't the right career for them. Very low drive, very low respect to the officers. They don't want to do anything but go in the TV room and sit and play video games, and it's just it's very interesting to see. Very low communication skills with people. Some of them that come to go to their EMT school and then you try to help them out with patient assessments, and it's extremely awkward. Like, I don't know if it's just because so many people are so involved in social media now that younger kids just don't know how to talk to people. So I think even at my fire department, we should bump up our standards for our volunteers and our scholarship interns. I hate that saying we had an applicant and we had an opening. We don't have to fill a spot. So that's kind of on my side for standards. We wouldn't be for any type of trying to get any type of minorities in. If one has if a minority applies for a scholarship program and he's the best candidate, then take him. I'm a firm believer in whoever's the best for the job should get the job, no matter race, color, sex, whatever. It doesn't matter. So in one of my papers, if you want to look back into it, you can see how we do our testing process here at Hebron. I believe it's a pretty fair process, and then as well as our promotion testing process. Extremely fair. We actually use outside companies to write our tests, so that way we can keep it unbiased. So I hope Chicago figures something out. I hope they don't lower their standards for hiring. Just like I said, I take a lot of pride in this job that we do. I consider the job for police, fire, military should be held at the highest level possible. So lowering it would be a step in the wrong direction, I believe. That's just my personal take. Let me know what you guys think. Love to hear back from you. Thanks.